All right, we are going to be going over this bad boy, the British Phantom F-4K Yellowbird by Fujimi, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see it. Here it is. Excuse me. 1/72 scale, and this is going to be my little review of this kit and kind of what I thought of it. It's kind of been my jam lately, is just kind of going over what I've been building and how it went, so forth. Okay, all right, so overall the kit was not too bad. I looked at the directions and the kit was actually said it had a date of 1987. So some might say outdated, but overall not too bad. There were a couple of issues I'm still having here. You can see right here with this canopy coming down. I need to re-glue that, but overall it's not too bad of a kit. One of the biggest things I'm having issues with, I don't know if you can see really quick here, is there you can see the decals. They just did not go down well. The worst thing about this kit to me was in fact the decals. I put micro set and micro sol. What did I even put on? What was the other one? Solvaset. I put that down. I just could not get the proper adhesion there and get them to settle the way I wanted to. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. Let's see, you can see that kind of still shows the seam line here. I tried to get rid of this pretty well. I actually broke the little antenna that was here, and then you kind of see where I had issues with some of the decals and whatnot here. You can see it again in this area. Just struggled with it with the decals, but trying to make it work. The kit went together pretty well. Try to do some detail there in the cockpit, the ejection handles and whatnot. Light's not too well, we can't really see in the cockpit. Maybe you can a little bit through the canopy there, but pretty straightforward. Not too flashy. The kit went together pretty well, actually. I wouldn't say there's any major fit issues. You can see right here, the seam lines. I just didn't putty enough. Seam sealed up pretty well here, as on the other side. You will see here, I just have issues with rescribing this line here, here, and here. After I sanded, I tried to go back through, and it just didn't work. It just kept slipping off, and well, that's the product there. So I need to get better at that. So let's take a look at the underside here. All right, here's the underside. We'll kind of start with the tail, which is some of the weathering, and I was pretty happy with this. Not too much, kind of overdid it. There was an issue with what I thought was the color differences. So I went off what it said, but you really can't get the difference between the two. You kind of see it here, how there's the silver and the steel and then silver again. But it just doesn't really pop, as you see in some of the photos. I didn't really have that many photos to go off of for just reference. So I kind of used just the ones I had, and half of them in black and white. So it is what it is. I used mainly what I used on this was on this one. I did these. So burnt blue, burnt red, oil stain. I didn't do really much other than that, and I did a light wash. But that's what I did here. It's hard to catch on camera, but you can kind of faintly see the blue and whatnot. It came out pretty well. At least I thought so. Moving forward, Taping these guys was kind of a pain, but I think it kind of pays off in the end. Again, did a light wash. I figured it's a Navy plane, so one of the biggest things that you're going to see is going to be rust. So there's kind of like a brownish rust undertone here on areas where it figured would be a factor instead of doing the black. One of the issues that I did have was the kit was missing. This was a used kit I bought off eBay. This didn't even have the door at all. There was no door at all for this side. And then this side, I have one part of the main landing gear door, and this other side broke and just did not work at all. So kind of an issue, kind of a bummer, but overall not that big of a deal. I didn't go too heavy on the weathering. I did do the two-tone. I did the kind of sea blue on the top, and then I did the kind of cream color on the bottom for the external tanks there. Try to get as many decals on there as I could. And then you kind of see that there wasn't much here. I tried to get a little bit as far as weathering moved in there as well. Overall, the kit wasn't that bad. That was pretty decent. Another move in the right direction of just trying to perfect the skills. But yeah, pretty straightforward. 1/72 scale. Just trying to work in my tones. Had to kind of custom do the paint here and whatnot. But other than that, I would have thought this kit would have been really great if it wasn't for the decals. The decals just did not work. But other than that, let me know what you guys would do differently in the comments below. Any pointers, I'm always open to suggestions. I'm trying to get better every day with every build. And yeah, keep building, and thanks for watching.